This is Max Michaelani, and you're listening to the Crowject.
To win Showdown 51, kicks from 45, it starts right, but it's coming back! The Crows win!
Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Crowject podcast for 2024. Thank you to our sponsors in Nathaniel's Coffee and Panini, Trojan Aluminium, and a big welcome aboard to ARC General Maintenance. We're very pleased to have them on board for 2024 for all your general maintenance needs. Check them out. It's not just me here tonight, obviously, as per. We have got Ray sitting to my right. How you going?
Good, mate. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Soph, Queen of the Pod number 1 for this evening.
Hi.
Hello. And Queen of the Pod number 2 is Elodie to my left.
Happy to come in second this time.
You're the shit one, number 2.
Oh, yeah. Gross pen. Why would you say that about me?
All right, it's
Man, this year's
But
off to a
also-
terrible
Queen
start.
number 0.5, Queen number 0.5, all right? So,
But also first the worst, second the best. So
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. So really, Sophie's the
yeah,
poo-poo girl.
Exactly.
All right, please go on.
thank you off the bat as well to our amazing Patreons. The chat hasn't died down over the off-season. You wouldn't know that there was no footy around because every day that is absolutely pumping. And if you're interested in joining and getting involved in that chat, head to patreon.com/Crowject. For every episode this year, we've got another new role as well. So we 4 are not the only ones in the room. We've got Pete over there on the pots and pans in the new role as producer or door bitch, as he has titled himself.
Okay.
So he'll be to the side, and we'll hear a bit more from him a bit later on. Pete, if you want to say hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2024. I'm very excited to be off camera because I'm ugly as shit. But thanks, Soph. But at the same time, this is a role, that's going to be doing a bit of fact-checking throughout the night, so a little bit of, fair and balanced media, you could say. Not really. But at the same time, at the end, we'll go through what have we learnt. A little bit of team effort style there. So.
We will. Someone not involved as much in the hustle and bustle of the conversation and can pick the good bits out while we're talking about, I don't know, Jack in the Titanic.
Listen to the pre-roll.
Where was
it? A bit of context from that, yeah. Head to the pre-roll on patreon.com/Crowject. Let's plug it again. First off the bat, the Crom won on the weekend. A tight battle with the Crom. So, run us through what happened, where were we, and why was your man not playing in this one? Actually, both of them.
Men.
Neither of them.
The men, plural.
Did you even watch?
Yes. It was tough, but I thought I'd better do it. All right, we played at Port Lincoln in a internal trial match. It was red. No, it wasn't. It was blue versus yellow.
Oh, yeah, was
Very
there
intriguing.
a red last year?
No.
No, the runners were red, so I was go team red,
team
go
red,
the runners.
yeah.
But yes, no team red. So they played 4 quarters. Every quarter restarted though, so and they kind of just changed players just to try and even it up more and give players a chance to play in all various positions.
Didn't work very well in the second quarter. Just
Blue.
Blue, yeah.
Blue was the probables and yellow were the possibles.
Mm-hmm.
So blue, obviously, the stronger team.
Yep. Shall we go through? Shall we go through all of the goals that were kicked?
Do it.
We had Walker and Filthy, both with 3. Pedler, Rochelle, Rankin, Shoal, Golant, or Lockie G. Cook, all with 2. And Murphy, McHenry, Jones, Keys, Toby Murray, O'Brien, and Strawn with 1 each.
Go, Rob.
What a play. But of course, we had some players not playing. 2 of them were my men. Fogg. Apparently, his quads were sore. Now, I don't know if you've seen his quads, but I'm not surprised that they were sore.
No, they're pretty big.
You squeeze them into pants every day and tell me you're not sore.
And Lady, he had his sister's wedding, so he could not play.
A bit rude of his sister to get married.
I mean, choose a better timing, guys.
Pre-season. I mean, pre-season, it's fine.
It's better than grand final day.
Yeah.
Couldn't be much worse.
True. All right, I've written a few notes about some players. Riveting stuff. All right, let's go. Filthy had some strong grabs. He moved well. I thought he was all right when he went into the ruck as well. He just seemed more well balanced, like the way that he moved around the ground. So that was good to see.
Doing Pilates, got that.
Yeah, he must be.
Core
Bit
strength.
of zen.
Bit of zen. It was good to see Curtin get a. He was on run. That's the word. Thank you. He was on text for a lot of the game, so that was a really good learning opportunity for him. He has a really good leg though, like nice long kicks, which is good.
He did look good.
And yeah, he looked really smooth through traffic and congestion and all that. So I reckon that'll be good to see him continue to progress. Likewise, Charlie Edwards, he had some good moments as well, moving well around the ground. He was on Dawson for a fair few portions of the game as well. So again, that's good learning for him. Dawson obviously still elite and very smooth, so nothing's changed there.
No.
Cook, I thought he had some promising signs. He did a nice little one-handed pick up at one point and a little bit of selling the candy to get around people after that too, which was exciting.
Was it Phil Thorpe? He hit straight on the chest, I think, after that. I saw the highlight on Vardy Magic's Twitter page.
That's where I got me little snippets from. So yeah, I'd be interested to see if he can crack into the team at all this year too, because last year he was pushing in the sandful, so it'd be nice to see him get an opportunity potentially. And lastly, Berry. It was quite exciting to see him back in the middle. I thought that he was proving a lot of good things there. So yeah, I'd be interested to see him get a crack in the midfield this year too.
So I shouldn't do another bet with Cream like my one last year where
Still might be.
but
Like I would still almost back you in.
yeah, okay.
Nearly?
The one that impressed me sprinkled through the middle was Isaac Rankin
Yeah,
in the number 23, just absolutely producing some magic in there. I got to watch the first quarter at work. Don't tell my boss. But I watched the first quarter at work, and there was a passage of play where Dawson came out of traffic, hit Tex at about the 50, who then turned and hit Pedler straight in front of goals, and they got an easy goal. And I completed at my desk. I was all loined up, and I completed. And I thought, yep, we're on here. We're winning the comp. Lids off.
Yeah, that's it. Just that one play.
Yeah.
That's sold it. Crows versus Crows. Yeah. Good. Crows beat Crows so
Well, we beat
convincingly.
the best team in the comp, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think that we're the best team in the comp.
It's so convincing that as long as we play Crows in the grand final, we got this wrapped up. I saw some good little highlights from old mate Chase Jones as well, who I thought was going to be out for like the next 5 years or something with this Liz Frank injury. Remember like when he first did it, everyone's like, oh, this injury's like an 18-month injury. And then suddenly he's just like, oh, no, just kidding, I'm back.
I'm fine.
He's come back thicker than ever.
Yeah.
Those arms. It's been
Big boy.
lifting.
Big, thick boy now.
Oh.
Tell you what, speaking of, Riley Thilthorpe has put on a bit of muscle as well.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
I was also, I don't know if surprised is the word, but pleasantly surprised to see Chris Burgess on the blue team this year for the probables. So they obviously seen that he was a need that we needed filled and went and got him and straight into the blue team. So exciting to see what he does, sprinkled around with your Murphys and your Rochelle's and your Rankins. So
would he be a versatile sort of, Andy Otten type swingman where we could play him down back to fill in some holes?
Could be, very much. But I think the swingman that we've got to be talking about is the debut of the Dragon down back. Oof. Elliot Himmelberg playing down back and looked very good down there, I must say. Looked very good. So maybe it's Dragon time.
Time to unleash.
The answer is ready.
He was always the answer. The question was wrong.
Exactly. And now the question is, who's the best defender in the league?
Yeah, correct.
It's Elliot Himmelberg. Yeah, I think with him, they need to commit to a position for him. Yeah. They need to because I think before it was a forward, chuck him down back for a bit, put him in the ruck. I don't know. It was the same story as Wayne Miller a couple of years back, I guess, as well. And maybe just give him a position and tell him this is where you live now. Don't move. Or don't not move. That's
pretty bad.
Move a little bit. So the thing is though, like chuck him down back because we are probably a little bit short on tall backs. He's not better than Thilthorpe in that position that he was fighting for. So rebrand yourself. It's all about branding.
Yeah.
And if he can rebrand himself as a defender, he feels a need for us.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, why not prolong your AFL career?
Do you think he should rebrand from dragon as well? Like maybe pick another mythical creature, like a
Unicorn?
Sphinx.
Unicorn, yeah. Centaur. Griffin, yeah. Is that the half lion man one? I don't know.
A
yeah.
centaur.
Yeah. But yeah,
I don't
maybe. Oh, no, Unicorn's taken, right? Isn't that guy from... Fuck, who's Unicorn? I don't know. Anyway.
There's an NBA player. Kristaps Porzingis is the unicorn.
Yeah. I think dragon should be the unicorn now. I'm calling him my unicorn of the year.
All right, done.
Yeah.
Man,
He's got good with glitter on as well.
How is, like, on this podcast, Elliot Himmelberg has, like, far and away the most, like, podcast made-up nicknames of any other player. And he's leaning towards being one of the more irrelevant players the last few years, but he's got so many nicknames from us.
He's my unicorn, okay?
Okay.
Well, look, he dragged us back into that 2022 showdown. Dawson doesn't kick a
Yeah.
winner if he doesn't kick 2 goals before
Yeah.
it, so
Exactly.
we back him in
True.
it. I think he'd be out of contract this year. I think 2 maybe. So
Not sure. Not
potentially
sure.
fighting for a career.
I think the horn would be useful when you're defending as well. Is the unicorn just a bit of a headbutt?
Consensual, of course.
Hey, I don't mean like that. I mean, it's good for spoiling. Like, you might...
Killing the mood.
Make
Yeah.
it worse.
Shit.
Anyway, if you want to go and watch the full trial match, Jeff Albertson, or Leighton, as we know him, has uploaded that onto his YouTube channel. So if you're looking to go and see the highlights and get yourself pumped for footy while watching a big Crows win over the Crows, head over there. What we will talk about while we're talking about players who might not necessarily be around the side, our current injury list as we head towards round 1, 26 days as we record today, not that we're counting in the slightest bit. What are we looking at with this injury list, Ray? Who have we got on the sideline?
So we got Harry Schoenberg is coming back from his Achilles. Looks to be tracking all right. Seen videos of him running. I said videos, Leighton. It wasn't a picture, so I know he was running.
He was doing the running in the trial match
Yeah.
on the bench onto the ground too. So
Good stuff.
Nick
The red
Murray
team.
coming back from his knee. They're progressing from surgery last season.
Do you
Jordan
know-
Butts and Miller have hamstrings.
I think I read something
injuries.
about Murray being well ahead of
Yeah.
schedule as well, so probably going to see him sooner rather than later.
Butts and Miller have sore hamstrings, not just hamstrings. Everyone's got them. Rory Sloane recovering from an eye surgery again. Do we see the go-go goggles on Rory Sloane?
I'd love to.
Oh, that'd be...
If anyone could pull them off, it'd be him.
surely.
Like an NBA face mask type of deal, I reckon.
Oh,
could
yeah.
be the
Yeah,
goal
That
as
would be
well.
hot.
Scuba style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
And Jake Saligo with an ankle injury.
Yeah, I think that was just a tweak, wasn't it? So he should
Yeah.
be.
It
Was good
wasn't
to go.
season ending like we all like not us, but the media thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not the biggest of injury lists at the moment, touch wood. But yeah, a couple of key players on there.
Yeah, I feel like when they wrapped up the trial game, there was so much emphasis from the Crows put on. There were no injuries in this match. If
Yeah,
anyone else
well,
read it, it was just like,
Hawthorn-
it's nice to get through with no injuries, zero
Hawthorn would
injuries.
have loved that injury report after their
Yeah.
trial game, but yes.
That's a good point.
Yeah, lost their key fullback, a couple of midfielders, a couple of backmen.
Yeah.
they're
Yikes.
fucked.
Our key fullback has a hamstring injury, but we've got the unicorn. So it's fine,
Yeah,
everyone.
exactly. It'll balance out in the end.
Yeah.
Indeed. Next up, we look at the AFLW season, which has been confirmed the dates. The finals are going to be in the last week of August, and the season will start on the 3rd of June, which is a different time again for the AFLW
Oh,
season to start.
God.
but
I think that's wrong, right? Isn't it that we're starting up training on June 3rd and
There we
the
go.
season starts in the final week of August? Someone fact check that, but I think that's what I
think
read.
so, yeah.
that would make a lot more sense.
We're
Orbit
getting a
says thumbs up.
Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah, it's not quite clear how it's written on this run sheet. I wonder who wrote this. What an idiot. But yeah, I believe that pre-season is starting on June 3rd,
Yeah.
and then final week of August, which is the bye for the men between regular season and finals. is when
pre-finals bye.
Yes, the pre-finals. Postseason.
PSP.
Why don't we call it the postseason bye?
The
The PSP.
PF. I don't know what I'm
Or
talking about.
as they
Just
call it
rolls
in
off the tongue.
French, as they say in French, la pre-finals bye.
Brilliant.
Or in Spanish, el pre-finals
Yes,
bye.
great. Oh, now I understand.
Yeah.
Just needed was lost in translation there a bit,
Yeah.
but yeah, it all makes sense.
And I suppose for the teams that don't make the finals, it is the postseason bye.
Yeah,
So really, it's,
yeah,
it's
get
just a
deep,
really
yeah.
elongated
Oh,
bye.
Exactly.
Pre-holidays
Yeah.
bye.
Layers of this.
Pre-Cancun trip.
Do you want me to do that one in Spanish?
So that's nice. That's a little 3 months of pre-season, if I can count. Yeah, June, July, August. That's nice. The Sandfall girls are starting up in a couple weeks, I think.
got trials
some
on
of
at the moment.
Trials on at the
yeah,
moment, yep.
yeah. Some of the AFL girls have jumped in there, so yeah, be good for them to get a little bit of a run
Get out
in.
and support your Sandful W.
Yeah, get around it. Yeah, that'll be good. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what else I'm looking forward to is another big year on the Patreon. You know,
Yes.
pre-rolls, obscure crows. We've seen a few released over the last couple of weeks. Just a little taste of what's to come in 2024. If you're listening at the moment and you want to head over to our Patreon, go to patreon.crowject. No. I've said it too many times. What's the link again? Patreon.com/Crowject.
Dot.
Patreon/Crowject.
Or if you go on, let me do it this way. Let me go this way. If you go onto your app store and you download the app Patreon, you search in the search bar Crowject. We'll be there.
You're onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you
just
could Google.
Google Patreon, Crowject. You found it. Because who actually really writes things? Like, who writes a web address anymore?
Well, Ben
And then-
doesn't.
Clearly, I don't get the right pages.
I
But
can't remember the last time I wrote a web address in the thing. I remember back in the day, you'd go the whole HTTP : backslash
www.pornhub.com. It was a lot of HTTPs just for that.
And then the video would take 15 minutes to load. 'cause you
Yeah,
had the
no,
dial-up
buffering,
and- oh,
So
man.
patreon.com/Crowject. That's right.
Jeez,
We're
this
back.
really is a new year, isn't it, Ben? You
It is.
just wiped your brain of last year.
I'll tell you what, I've transferred my poor skills into my reading and taken it away from my betting. So, you know, I'm going to be perfect on the betting
Got
this
to
year.
balance it out. Yeah.
Exactly right. You can also head onto our website and get merch, which we haven't done this for a while, and the website escapes me.
Crowject.bigcartel.com.
Thank you very much. That's why there's 4 of us and not 1 of us. So we'll move on after these noises. All right, we are back, and the member-elected director elections are happening. That is a sentence and a half.
Oi.
Do you know that in Spanish?
El member elected. So voting for this will open on the 20th of February and close on the 1st of March, with the winner announced at the AGM on the 5th of March. Elodie, I believe we will have a couple of candidates on the pod in the next few weeks.
Yes, we will. We are going to have Graham Goodings and also Tracy Smart on the pod within the next few weeks. It's got in brackets separate episode, which is kind of disappointing to me because I thought we might have a Crowject debate going on here.
The speaker has the floor. Order. Yeah, but it's not even about the club. Like, we just get them to debate over a Year 9 debate topic.
yeah, exactly.
What are your thoughts on the uncle from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
We'll just get them to compete.
Who is the biggest villain in TV cinema history? Is it Grandpa Joe, or is it Uncle Frank from Home Alone? No, it's not Frank, is it? Is it Frank in Home Alone?
I think so.
Yeah, he's a dirtbag, man. Anyway.
Is ice cream cake real cake? Or we could get them to perform a series of challenges and see who wins.
Or an
to
interpretive
get
dance
up.
as to when they want to be
Yeah,
elected.
that's how they win our votes.
Yeah.
By the way, ice cream cake is cake. Just so you know.
Yeah, I'll back it in.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, 100%. That's at least 2 of us, so we can move on from that.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and check out the interview that we did with Graham and Will Goodings as well a few weeks back. You can that's on our main feed, so you can go and check that out as well, and get a taste of one of the nominees for the sentence member elected director
Election.
election.
All right. So, in other news, Mark Bickley is back at the club. Sophie, what is he doing at the club?
He's going to be the member engagement officer, which was previously held by Source, so he has moved away, and Bix is going into that role.
The old MEO.
LMEO.
Yeah. Oh, you speak Spanish.
That's exciting. What's Source doing now?
It's interesting. I haven't actually heard.
Going
I
on the
think
pie.
he's playing footy for
Flaggies.
someone.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. He's the coach
Jesus.
of Woodville West Torrens.
Oh, that's right. He is too.
Yeah.
Clap that.
How could we forget
Wait, for
Elodie?
the league team.
Yeah, some
Yes,
Eagles
for
fans around.
the team this in the
The
snaffle.
actual team. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Let me confirm my sources.
I actually passed the Woodville West Torrens car on the way here. It was a little
Oh my
Kia.
gosh.
Oh.
Well, my friend plays for the Woodville West Torrens women's team, and she bought me they've got friendship bricks at Woodville West Torrens, and she bought me a friendship brick for my 30th birthday, so my name is
Cute.
forever in the club at Woodville West
Aw.
Torrens.
Jesus.
It's good to hear you've been bricked up.
Sauce back in the nest.
Yeah, Sauce back in the nest. I'm sure they never made that pun before, but yes, confirmed.
Sauce in the nest, is that a pun? I don't know.
I don't think it is a.
I think they
I
were
think
meaning
Eagles
the
nest.
Eagles
It's
with
the
the
eagle.
nest.
Oh,
rather
right.
than
I thought you meant like
sauce.
the sauce in the nest. I was like,
He sauced the nest.
the old shake of the sauce bottle into the nest.
You actually put it in the cupboard, but that's all right. Nest will do. Now, also in other news, we've got plenty of you this evening. We have an SANFL captain, Ray. Who have we got taking over from the
Jack
300?
Madgen. Get that right.
Nice.
Yeah, he's taken over from Matty Wright, the only granddad to play Sandford.
Exactly
Allegedly. He's not a granddad at all. But yeah, so he's a development coach at the club as well. So he'll be spending a lot of time with the younger guys, getting them into the rigours of AFL football, obviously formerly of Collingwood, a couple of years ago. So good on him.
Good stuff. And a new pun. Could you imagine?
Oh, wow.
You like that?
It's almost as good as sauce in the nest.
It's pretty big stuff.
This really is our internal trial, isn't it?
This is a real rush shaker. This is patreon.com/Crowject. All right.
Hey, is Matty Wright still playing? Or is he gone now?
I think he retired.
I think he retired.
Did he? Oh.
I think he's 47 years old. He said it was time.
When your age matches your number and you're at the end of the locker room.
Just going to spend more time with the great-grandkids.
We're getting ready to welcome
The
the
only
great-grandkid.
The great granddad of the SANFL.
Further news. We have a signing at the club. Now let's go back to Sophie. Who's signed on?
Hingy has signed on for 3 years. Wow.
Very well deserved. Very well deserved.
Absolutely.
Had a breakout. Breakout year last year.
He was very good last year. Yeah.
Very good.
Very good. Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Indeed. Now some off-field news. We heard about Lairdy's sister's wedding earlier, but one of our not really stalwart of the club yet, but he will be in the future, got married over the break. Elodie. Hey, don't look. It's a rust shaker,
so
alright?
We're just shaking the legs out, getting a run in.
I've not been here for like 3 months. Come on.
Peter from the corners just judging.
Judgment.
He might be the
watching.
store. He's a fucking captain.
Yeah, but he hasn't cemented his place in that sort of, you know what I mean. It's still what you think of your McLeods. You're a shooter. He's not on that sort of level yet.
Yeah. So we don't give a shit about his wedding. Why even bring it up?
He's only the captain and best and fairest winner.
Win
Or as
two
we
and I'll
say
be
in
impressed.
Spanish, El Capitano and El best and fairest winner.
Could have done more, to be honest. They got married, so I guess someone thinks there's
Someone
some
hasn't been listening to me.
There's some redeemable features about him, despite him, not being very well respected around the club. He's found someone that likes him. So yeah, Dawson got married. Did you see any photos from the day? Soph, I'm gone. Soph, I feel like you've been the one to see
They
it.
had it at Kingsford. Is it just called Kingsford now? I don't know, where McLeod's Daughters was set anyway.
Oh.
A lovely, beautiful venue. That's like the dream venue, I reckon.
Yeah, right. Dream
Maybe,
come true.
maybe that's just a country thing, but it looked very nice.
Yeah.
Was
beautiful.
Tess riding around in the background on a horse? Was
I
Tess a
wish.
character?
Racking my brain for a McLeod stories reference, but I had nothing.
It's really it's one of those things that's really like something else has pushed it out. And I've not thought about
Yeah.
McLeod's daughters in a long time.
And thank God for that.
Yeah, well, that's lovely. Apparently, Rob's appendix burst, so he didn't have to hire a suit, according to the run sheet. over
Lucky you
here.
didn't. Oh no, it's catching! It's catching! Lucky it didn't burst in the hired suit. That would have been a hell of a mess.
Jeepers.
Although I don't know that it makes a mess if it bursts, does it?
I mean,
It has to be a
Only
pretty
if it
intense
comes
burst for
through
it
the skin,
to
maybe?
actually just like, yeah,
it
yeah,
could
don't.
kill you, but it probably wouldn't get out of your body.
Yeah,
you know?
see, the
Like,
appendix is inside the body, right? It's an internal organ.
And-
Well, most people's anyway.
To put it in German.
Wow.
Internal organ.
Yes. Is that a thing that happened? Did he not go to
Oh,
the
no,
wedding
it'd be
because his
dust.
appendix burst? I don't.
Apparently,
Yeah,
yes.
we're getting the nod.
Yeah, well, I
Tall
mean,
bitches nodding.
I mean, I won't question it. It
Did he
seems like
say
a
something
legit thing
etch
to
at the
happen.
Bucks party and get uninvited and they just come up with a burst appendix rhetoric?
Or did someone
maybe.
just give him a little bit of an elbow?
Yeah, it seems like a sort of Rob thing to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you reckon he would have hired a suit, or do you reckon he's just got a suit? Is it expensive to hire a suit?
It would be hard to hire it before I get to that other point. It would be hard to hire a suit for Rob.
Yeah,
because I don't
for
think
3 metre tall
he's
man.
yeah, I don't think he's your literal like your run of the mill
Straight
hire
44 or
suit.
something.
Yeah.
It'd be looking like Urkel. He pulled up in a. Did I do that?
Bit of ankle freezes look going on. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he definitely has a tailored suit.
Yeah,
Surely.
I would think so. But
Maybe just wore the
the
gold
other
jacket.
question, I don't know, but I'd be willing to take a sponsorship from a suit place to say that it's not expensive at all. Jenny and Jerry's, I'm looking at you.
Johnny Big could hire us.
You call me
sponsor us. That was the fat one. I couldn't remember. I was like, this might be an insult, might
Ferrari
not.
formal wear. Oh,
Peter Shearer, we see you.
I'm willing to sell myself for the corporate dollar.
I just think it would be more cost effective for all men to just buy a suit at some point in their life and then just have that. Oh, but I guess if you get fat or skinny.
Yeah, or if you like, style changes a little bit.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess you.
Then you just buy two. I got a blue one and a black one.
Oh, there you
Set for
go.
all occasions.
See, I go with like a blazer, like a nice coloured blazer.
Yeah.
So like you got to change your pants around that.
There's things to
Anyway,
think
enough
about.
suit rhetoric.
All right, so we will jump on to questions from the listeners. Now, we have some over from Instagram and we have one on a Facebook post from today. So, Ray, if you want to pull up the Instagram ones.
Oh, I've got the Instagram ones right now. Jerome Withers, friend and Patreon, says, have you heard anything about the new ruck coach to replace Matthew Clark? Then follows up with, following on from my previous question, SEN said, Sam Boulderstone is our new ruck coach.
So he asked a question, then answered it himself.
Yeah.
That's the sort of efficiency we look for in our comments, because we sure as hell don't know the answers. So
To answer your
good.
question, Jez.
Sam
Yes.
Boulderstone, is
Yeah,
the
he
new
seems
ruck
like a
coach. Former Nord
guy.
ruckman, I believe.
Yes.
Big old boy. So he'll be
premierships.
working with Robin Strawny and Silthorpe and not the unicorn anymore. We've got
Just a couple more facts about Sam Boulderstone as well. He coached at Glenelg Football Club as well, as assistant coach too. And he was named in the Advertiser Team of the Year in 2014, 16, 17 and 19. I assume that's for football, not just like random.
Just team of the
Just
year.
journalist.
Just
Yeah.
Team of the Year.
Okay, so well done, Sam Boulderstone. Welcome to the club. Billy Baxter, 7, says, who do you see taking over the McAdam role? Also, how do you rate Hamill? Does he play?
Hamill did all right in the trial match.
He was without helmet as well.
He was.
I've
That was
seen
interesting.
Ollie Hamill.
Unusual.
helmetless. Going in unprotected. Sliding
Yeah,
in, yeah.
helmetless or without helmet, you could say.
El helmetless.
To put it in Spanish, yeah. Who do you see taking over the McAdam role? I think, looking by the blue team and the yellow team, that Burgess is going to get the first crack at it. Wouldn't be surprised if maybe a Lockie G comes in later in the year if it's not working.
I was thinking a Lockie G.
Or go smaller again, because we have got Tex, Fogg and Thilthorpe. We could afford to go another small in there, so you can fit McHenry and, we've got options. So I think first crack will be, what's his name? Burgess. I said it before. I couldn't remember. And how do I rate Hamill? Hamill's up to the level if he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
He's on the rookie list this year, I think, isn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, there'll be a lot of SANFL footy for him this year, but we do love him. And the last one on Instagram, would love to hear some bold calls from everyone for the 2024 season.
Oh, yeah.
We
Sizzle?
will be sizzling that for a prediction pod.
So wait patiently.
I've already got some really dumb things in the works to say.
None of them about football, but dumb things nonetheless.
Yeah, exactly. You can always count on me for that.
And they are bold.
Over from, I guess this is the Instagrams as well. Thoughts on Crows beating the Crows. Also, when are we booking September flights? Just drive across, it'll be heaps cheaper.
What do you mean? I've already booked them.
And it's Michael Lewis says, is it too early to call it a dynasty? Yes or no?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Nah,
when are we
jump
getting
on.
dynasty tattoos, Michael Lewis? And yes, the big one, Facebook one from Justin Chiggy Cummins.
Just before you jump in, we did have one more from Twitter. It's a bit of a shorter one, so I'll jump to that, and then we'll go to the lengthy one. Coach Hess, Donnie Hess, over on Twitter, where you can catch his podcast as well, said, do you think Daniel Curtin will be in the side come round one?
Oh, he looked pretty good. He's going to take that Tom Duday spot. I think why not?
Yeah.
He's a good little pick up in fantasy as well, if we're talking that, because he's dual positioned in fantasy.
At 279,000.
Yeah, midfield
sad.
defender.
Yeah, a little fantasy land going.
Yeah, so I could see him playing round one, but I also see a world where he isn't.
Yeah. He's
Very
got the
diplomatic answer for you. Maybe not.
He's got the benefit of playing in probably our weakest part of the field as well.
Yeah.
So he's probably got a spot there if he performs well enough over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
I would think putting my thinking hat on here. I couldn't think of the other word, so I just went thinking hat. Runs on the board, I'd probably give Nankervis the first go at it for the season. I believe Curtin had a little bit of an interrupted start to the pre-season, so maybe give him a few runs into Sample and give Nankervis that first go. But if he doesn't play round one, he wouldn't be too far away.
Yep.
Agreed.
100%. So, Ray, if you want to jump over to Justin's comment from who's a Patreon.
Yes.
He asked a question today.
So, from Justin Chiggy Cummins, with talks started and with the way that we have consistently improved each season and under Nick's, how many years would you extend his contract, and would you rather have the announcement prior to the season start or wait to see how we're performing before making any calls?
Now, we discussed this a bit in the Patreon chat today, and it's variance of opinions on this one. Personally, I would say 2 or till the end of next year, but make the call halfway through this year. I think it's not do or die if we don't make finals this year, but if we see sort of like a backwards step, then he could be in a bit of heat coming on.
Yeah, I agree. And you don't want that. I feel like it creates hostility with fans and stuff if you make that call too early, and then every misstep or every an unexpected loss, and everyone's like, why did you sign him? And it becomes a Ken Hinkley situation where the fans just resent the coach because of that. So I don't see the harm in waiting a little bit.
Yeah.
And just because it doesn't happen all that often where clubs will snatch up your coach if you don't sign him. You know what I mean? I feel like we're not probably in danger of
losing him to another team.
I think he seems like the type that would understand wanting to wait a bit.
Yeah, I think it was on either Channel 9 or Channel 7 last week. He came out, he was like, I want to stay, I'm happy where I am, but obviously, you know, footy is a business, so...
Yeah, it is what it is,
Yeah. Any other thoughts on Nixie? Soph, what are you thinking?
Yeah, go Soph.
Oh,
Sorry.
I think he's the man that's going to take us to a grand final win, personally. So I think just keep him.
Just sign him up 10 years.
Oh, absolutely.
10 more.
10 for Ken, what?
No, I reckon, yeah, if a deal gets done, which I hope it does, I reckon that sort of 2 to 3 years, providing that we're showing improvement, which we already have under him. And I reckon we're just going to keep going on that upward trajectory. So I can see it happening. But again, I would also, wait to see how we're travelling throughout the season.
Yeah, I'd probably hold off. The thing with Nix is, well, it's going to be about, we're going to lose games. Like, that's just the nature of footy. But it's going to be how we lose games. So, lots of the games last year that we lost, they were frustrating losses, but we played patches of brilliant football against quality teams. Like, we pushed Collingwood within 3 points, both, like, combined both times. And they went on to win the damn thing. So, our best football stacks up against the best teams. So, from a coaching standpoint, he's doing all the right things. Do I expect us to make finals this year? Yes, I do. But we're not the only team getting better. Every team's trying to get better. Every team is getting better. There's not really an AFL team that gets worse.
You're not tanking in round 1.
No, that's right. So, could we miss finals again? Yes, because we were part of 12 teams that were in a game and a half of making the 8.
Yeah.
And those 12 teams are going to be just as good again, if not a bit more pressure from the bottom teams. So, I think it's how we play. And if we lose, how we lose. I think wait a little bit, maybe at the bye, sign him for another 2 years. But I agree, I have full confidence in him because our best football stacks up with anybody. So it's not a coaching thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was incredibly sensibly well said from you, Ray.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put it in Spanish?
L up. Now, before we jump on to our next game, I have got a couple of Beryl and Cecil real almost Hall of Fame posts from the off-season. I've been waiting for this moment. We're going to start with Matthew in We Fly As One. And one of these posts comes up every year. It says, delete if not allowed, but this was too good not to share. I parked at the Elizabeth City Centre car park and I get out the car and look what's waiting for me. A crow just sitting there, and he didn't move. An omen for 2024, and he's posted the picture of this crow just sitting in the car park.
Wow, so a crow sitting in a car park 2 months before the season started. That's amazing.
It's crazy, guys.
Just give us the
Sell your house,
premiership now.
put it all on the crows.
How confused was everyone in the Patreon chat when I walked past that exact same spot?
And there was no crow.
There was no crow. It's an omen.
It was only
That's
at that
wild.
moment, at that time when Matthew posted this, that was when you had to see it. That's all it was. Doesn't count at any other time. Except for in September or at any other point when any other person sees a crow, then that's a magical moment. And secondly, it's not even the post that does this. It's that, you know, on Facebook how you can use like the little background, so you pick a theme for your post. This person has used the basketball one with the little very Cecil looking like avatar taking a basketball jump shot. Annie has posted, my surname starts with a W. Would that be the reason I haven't received my membership pack yet? It's just a full package.
A little
The little jump shot,
yeah.
She's looking good.
Yeah, okay.
I pissed myself for like 10 minutes after I saw this. I love it. I miss the Beryls and Cecil. As much as we cringe at them, I miss them very much in
Me
the off
too.
season. So
It's just there's so many things I don't think about as relating to life. Seeing a crow, having a surname that starts with W, it all just comes full circle in the end.
yeah, and I'm sure they do it all in alphabetical order. That
Jack is saying.
Now, on to the next game, which is coming up this week, I believe. Soph, who have we got? Where are we? And what other questions may you have for us?
Well, we have got a pre-season showdown.
Ooh.
It is at Albert and Oval at 5 p.m. So, guys, who's going?
Not me.
It's Friday
Not
afternoon,
me,
isn't it, I believe?
unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah, Friday at 5 p.m.
I will be in the Perth.
I will also be in Perth. It's crazy.
Are you going, Ben?
I will not be at El Albertson.
What kind of
I might
fake
be there
fans
if I
are
can
we?
find some friends.
Instead, I might
I
just
think the
find...
Drawbitch just said he was going as well.
Correct.
So.
I might just find a crow in public instead and just
It's
base
an
my thoughts
omen.
on
It's
that.
meant to be. We're gonna
Please.
win.
But what if
Please make
lightning
sure you
strikes
post
it?
it.
Oh my god.
Elodie told me 5 p.m. on Friday she's going to go punch a quokka.
Not the quackers.
What animal does that closest relate to for an AFL team? It's got to be probably the
Probably
kangaroos.
the kangaroos,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, they've had
They're really
bad enough of a run. Come
Leave the
on.
quokkas alone. Find an eagle instead. Maybe not.
Who do we reckon wins that game?
Oh, we do. We don't.
Surely.
100%.
What does my leg say?
Around.
We are the pre-season champions.
Exactly.
There's one thing we
never
can
wrong.
do. It's win the preseason games.
One does not simply beat us in the preseason.
No, correct.
But I mean, yeah, realistically, we're just looking to get out of this injury free, really. There's
Yeah.
no...
Yeah.
Are they going to
nothing
play
gained
the
from
old
this.
7-quarter delight?
I think so.
I think
so,
these
yeah.
ones are, yeah.
We've never lost a 7th quarter either.
Wow.
That-
In
Ned,
history.
Ned McHenry is the 7th quarter specialist.
Yeah,
He
correct.
is,
nice.
yes.
Okay. Can't
Um,
wait.
Yeah, so we win. We win easily. They've got some things that they're trying to do. Port Adelaide,
I'm
be
sure.
relevant.
They're still trying to win 3 premierships in 5 years, which was said 5 years ago.
This is the last
they
year
need
to
3
win the
this year.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sandford, AFL, AFLW, like,
Yeah, they've got
it's
the,
doable.
it's
They'll
doable.
try.
They will
They'll
try.
try.
Before they leave the sample. And leading goal kicker, I think it's going to be Lockie G.
Yeah, like that.
He'll play a lot of the game.
That's very true. I'm going to go Ned once more. Our 7-quarter specialist.
Just to start the season off in the right way, I got to go Rob.
Yes.
Yeah, we're back.
I'm
He's
gonna...
lighter now with no appendix.
yeah, exactly. And appendix is
how
holding him back the
smooth.
whole time. And then when it
That
exploded,
was the whole kicking thing. Like, he's smooth now.
His leg, yeah.
He's going to have a straight back when he kicks and everything.
Yeah.
exploded all through his tired suit, and oh, that sounds bad.
Moving swiftly on.
no, not the pesh. All right, Sophie.
I reckon Cookie is gonna kick some
Oh,
goals.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't mind that.
No,
Just
rate
just
it.
something out of the blue.
Yeah,
Yeah, beautiful.
something a bit
Love
different.
that.
Yeah.
Have unicorn in the back line with the golden fist or the golden horn.
Horn.
He's got the glitter fist.
the glitter fist. I
Yeah.
love that. Okay.
It's interesting. Interesting. So
My
anyone heading
unicorn
down to
with the glitter
Alberton,
fist.
so if you're heading down to Alberton this Friday afternoon, please give us a walkthrough of the glitter fist and what you see from the unicorn down there at Alberton Oval. And she allowed wear a crom beanie. I don't know.
Exactly. If you see Sophie or Peter
Could be
there,
35, so maybe wear a crom cordy.
yeah, maybe don't grow the beanie.
Could be more sensible. Maybe we need some crom budgie smugglers. I don't know. Maybe it could be coming up.
Should
Who
you be
knows?
wearing those to a
It's
to a
Alberton.
game?
It's Alberton.
That's overdressed.
Standard uniform.
Yeah.
If you see Peter or Sophie there, they'll buy you a beer, right?
I'm poor, so probably not.
Cost of living, man.
I'm going to be as under cover as possible.
Well then.
So if you see
he's
a
going
man
to
in a
be
crow's
wearing
mask,
The whole suit, just
that full Adelaide
everything.
Crows outfit that was on
Yeah.
Marketplace last week, it's Pete.
He's getting suited up for the occasion.
All right, yeah, they'll buy you a beer if your last name starts with a W. They'll buy you a beer.
But we need to see ID.
Annie from Adelaide Crows Pied the Forum with your basketball jump shot. Her surname started with a W. We'll see you down
And
there.
you've got to have your membership back already.
Yeah. And we want to see a jump shot, and you got to make it.
Yeah.
All right, as we head towards the end of the pod, Doorbitch, what have we learnt in this episode?
Well, we have learned a lot of things. However, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to our patrons as well, patreon.com/Crowject, and our $10 and above patrons as well. So we've got Hayden Arthur, Jordan Marnie, aka Jesus. Jess Cook, Jake Bocco, Drew Corner, Sam Curtis, Sharmarie Davies, Brendan McGarrigan, James Payne, Simone McDonald, Jezza Withers, Dave Carnivale, and also we've got a couple of new patrons as well, Jackson Bussenshut, hope I didn't say that wrong, and Crito M as well, so thank you for joining for that. Now, we have to talk about what have we learned. So there are a few things we talked earlier about the mythical creatures as well, so I've just Googled best mythical creatures. So we've got the dragon, obviously. We've got the basilisk. whatever the hell that is.
Oh, that's the snake from
sneaky
Harry Potter.
thing, yeah.
It says here, what's scarier than a serpent? One that's been crossbred with a rooster and can kill with a single stare. Okay. We've got Cyclops as well with the old single eye.
The old one-eyed monster.
The Griffin, which we discussed, was it the Kraken? Don't forget that.
Unleash
That's
the
The old giant squid.
yeah, that's
You're into tentacles?
yeah, Damon's favourite team in the NHL. Rest in peace, Damon. We've got the Minotaur as well. He's the head of a bull and the body of a man.
I know him from
The
the
head
movie
of Jake Kelly.
Role Models.
The head of a bull and the body of a man. I'd want it the other way around.
That would be the other
top
way
heavy.
around.
A little bit, you know.
The movie Role Models that's the mascot for their energy drink,
Oh, the Minotaur.
and they mount the statue.
Anyway.
Thank you.
You can hire that one if you want. We've got the Hydra as well and the Werewolf.
Oh, the werewolf.
Yeah, don't forget the werewolf.
That'd be a good nickname. Someone that only plays well in like night games. You know, it just comes out of them.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the full moon.
So if it's a Twilight game, he just slowly gets through it.
He's really good in the second
last
half.
quarter.
But yeah.
Now, we talked about Rory Sloane's dodgy eyes, and I just looked up some players that would wear glasses at times, because we know Mason Cox as well. So we've got here Chris Rogers in cricket as
Oh
well.
yes, yes.
Matt Corden in swimming, but he didn't wear them in the pool, so I don't get how that qualifies.
No.
Daniel Pearce. Yeah. I think I remember the 2013. Which grand final did Freo play in? 13
Yeah,
or 14?
13, yeah.
I remember him in the parade, that sort of thing, and everyone was just like, he's wearing glasses now. They were like,
Wow.
Cool.
we've also got, he can get it any time. Artie Sevilla. Yeah, hello. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
About Horace Grant.
Horace Grant as well for the Bulls. Atto Bolden. He looks like he's
cool.
He looks like he's on the set of like Star Trek Insurrection. I'll just turn this
does.
around a little bit for you.
Yeah, I can't
but
see.
yeah,
Oh, that's a look.
it's a vision. Whatever.
It looks like he's
you can't
playing
see.
a fly in a Mortine ad.
Yeah, more smart, more safe. I don't know, whatever the hell you can get.
Sponsor us.
Edger Davis, who played for the Netherlands in the Kiki Catchy.
Or do you want me to say that in Dutch?
Sure. Martina Navratilova. Daniel Vittori.
Oh, legend.
As I've always said, we need more wogs in cricket. And Michael Phelps in the swimming. So it says here that he didn't require goggles for poor eyesight, rather a requirement for the sport. So I think they just said that he just wore goggles.
You're swimming a straight line, though. You're not gonna...
Shout out to rnz.co.nz. And some of the other American mentions as well. Eric Dickerson, who was a running back for the LA Rams. Bob Greasy. And
Greasy.
Bob Greasy. Griese. Yeah, that's right.
Greasy by name, greasy by nature.
Hell yeah. Now, appendicitis. It's a serious thing. It's when the appendix is inflamed. Who knew?
Yeah,
And,
I had mine out, so I did.
Yeah, I had mine out too.
The insiders of the appendix.
So I can say hand on heart, mine genuinely burst.
Mine too.
And my dad didn't believe me. He took me to the Women's and Kids and drove over every bump into that ED in a unloaded 1 ton. It fucking hurt. It helped with the triaging though. I got it very quickly. I think I was 15 at the time. Anyway, signs and symptoms can include acute abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, and fever.
And can your appendix make you worse at football? Does it say that in the Wikipedia article?
Well, it says it weighs. I can't remember how much it said it weighed. Let's have a look at weight. Let's see weight. What do you reckon the weight of an appendix would be?
I'm going to go with 0.9 of a kilo.
0.7.
900 grams.
So
Okay.
I'll say 700. Well, that was the answer.
Oh, was it actually 900?
Was I there?
Yeah,
was
there
I
you
right?
go.
I haven't looked it up.
You haven't looked it up.
Yeah, I reckon
Oh.
700.
I think like
Actually, no, it's only
it's
small,
gonna be
isn't it?
tiny. It's gonna be like 10 grams.
Do you reckon?
I'm going 30.
You said 90, Soph?
I said 900, but...
Oh, 900. Sorry.
So heavy.
That's a bulky appendage.
Yeah.
That's a bulky appendage.
It's not about the
Right.
size, it's how you use it.
Ray doesn't get that a lot. Soph.
250.
Okay.
I need one of my appendages to be bulky.
As Elodie did look at the screen beforehand, 6.43 grams.
Oh, what about a
Well, if I
gallbladder?
had looked at the screen, I would have said 6.43 grams.
No, it was like after I opened it, you're just like, oh, well, I think it'll be a little lighter than that, around 10 grams. I was like, oh, yeah. Anyway.
Why would I cheat? cheat and then say the wrong answer.
You just don't want to make it too obvious that you've cheated.
And we did talk about Piff and Quackers and everything because these guys are off to the place that basically funds the rest of Australia, that is WA. The Latin name is Cetonix brachyurus.
Can I have it in Spanish, please?
Cetonix brachyurus.
El Satius.
Yeah. And was described by early Dutch explorer, I won't do the accent, as kind of a rat as big as a common cat. I didn't know that he was Dr. Seuss as well. But it was seen off the island of Swan River as well. It's also in Australia generally too, around the Stirling Range National Park, which is near one of the big lakes that it fills every 30 years in South Australia.
It's near Stirling.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if you want some quokka earrings, you can go to surlydesigns.com because I have just recently put out some quokka earrings that are very cute.
Amazing.
Get on it.
Yeah.
Fantastic work, so
Thank you.
good plug too. All right. Door bitch is done.
Thank you, door bitch.
Door bitch. Ow.
So before we sign off, obviously we've mentioned it a few times, head to patreon.com/Crowject to access the pre-rolls, the Obscure Crow, get your crow on. I'm assuming Leighton might be recording some more episodes of that soon. But just generally, there's a whole plethora of videos and a catalogue for you to go back on if you wish to. Follow us on the socials, Facebook, X, or the platform formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok at Crowject. Thank you once more to our Patreons, and if you're looking for some Crom merch as modelled on the table here in front of us, head to crowject.bigcartel.com. The Crom Bloke air freshener, which looks like but isn't Crom Blokes, or is it? No, it's not. Brand new Dynasty jumpers and t-shirts, Crom Po, and much more over at project.bigcartel.com. My name's Ben. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Elodie. Thanks, Pete.
That's okay.
And you've been listening to the Crowject.
Absolutely unbelievable team here.
Boot, Jasper. Didn't try and use the hands, just use the boot. Eddie Betts tried a little tunnel ball action, then he picked it up himself. Eddie, he's been threatening to do this. Eddie Betts kicks the goal. Martin back to 4 points.
Eddie Betts somehow gets it in. I reckon he did.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going around, has to shot.
Shared this one, it favours Gallucci, he's away, kicks it to half forward, Jenkins has been good all night, he turns Hobbs inside out, he soccers to the goal square, it's a loose footy, who's going to get there first? Eddie's there hovering, Jenkins kicks a goal, they're in front.
It's rolling the pocket, takes the bounce, he steadies himself on, and he's kicked his first. He's going crazy. Good boy! Oh, the goalie from the mark, and third goal it could have been. Picked up by Michaelani. Adelaide get it sniff. Ball goes down the wing. Clearly was held. Umpire didn't see it. And then he's taken in the ground. Umpire says it's okay. It goes to Gillette. He's to hit a target. Ball goes to the red side of the mark. Been taken by Murphy. Murphy can put Adelaide back in front. He'll kick from 45 metres.